Welcome back to the channel, and today I'm going to be cooking something a little different from the soup that I made previously. So again, my recipes are inspired by trying to make things as clean and as healthy as I possibly can. We're never 100% spot on with everything, but we can really nail it down and do a lot better than what we currently are doing. So I took a walk through the supermarket this morning and I had a look at what's available, you know, pre-done meals. So I'm thinking of convenience, but I'm also thinking of price as well, because I don't know if you noticed or not, but the world seems to be going down creek at the moment, and everything is becoming quite uncertain about what's going to happen over the next few months. So, you know, without trying to stress too much about that kind of stuff, I'm also aware that we probably need to cut costs where possible. And, you know, can you still eat clean? Can you still eat healthy whilst also trying to cut costs? I believe you can. So I took a walk through the supermarket this morning and trying to come up with what are some common dishes or favorite dishes of people that they tend to buy the most of, but maybe for convenience you buy pre-done, frozen or fresh, the ones that you buy in the plastic tub and then you just chuck them in the microwave. It is convenient, absolutely, I agree, and it comes in handy, especially if you work long hours or Monday to Friday, you get home. I can tell you right now, the last thing I want to do when I get home during the week is hang out in my own kitchen. I really don't want to do that. I just want to go for a walk and chill out. So that's why I do this stuff like I am today on the weekend. So this is the kind of meal prep you do on the weekend. You portion it up, chuck it in the freezer, and then you just pull them out once a night as you need them. Or if you've got a family, it won't last long with a family, I'll tell you that much. That's the best thing about cooking this way, because you can cook in bulk on the weekend, and then Monday to Friday, that's for you. You can just pull it out, heat up in portions as you need it, and you can relax and you get to enjoy a home-cooked, real wholesome meal that you made yourself, that tastes good, that's fantastic. You know, it's just got all these warm flavors and warm vibes in there, because we're coming into winter here in Australia. So, you know, nice warm dishes. So today's recipe is actually inspired by one that I saw in the supermarket this morning. Now you'll see it on screen here. This looks pretty innocent, quite frankly, on screen. But not until you turn it around, you read the back of the label there and check out these ingredients. And there's so many, I don't even know how many are in here. I think that could be a hell of a lot cleaner than what they're presenting there on the packets. And I think it's across the board on most packets, quite frankly. I don't think it's just this particular brand. I think all of them do it to cut corners, save costs and whatnot. And yeah, okay, maybe it is a little cheaper, but you'll also pay for it in the long run as well. I prefer to eat clean, healthy. So let's just get into this. And you'll see here in front of me, I have 3 cans of tuna. I've also got some thickened cream. I've got some peas and corn. I have some wholemeal and organic pasta, 2 onions, and salt, pepper. We're gonna chuck some eggs in there as well. And that's pretty much it. This is nice, clean, easy to do at home. This is the hardest part that I'm about to do now. Once you chuck that in the oven, you can walk away and it's done. You pull it out and you've got a home-cooked meal. This is gonna last you all week, basically. Or if you've got a family, they might demolish it in a night, who knows. But it's clean, it's healthy, it's good for you. So let's just go ahead and get started. So I've already chopped up here, you'll see, 2 onions to save time. These just roughly chopped, sorry. They're all good to go, so there's nothing to do there. I've got my cans of tuna there to come out later. Now, when it comes to the pasta, I've already gone ahead and you'll see I've just pre-cooked that to save time as well, so that's good to go. So we'll come over here and let's start cooking the onion. I'm gonna chuck these in. So in here, I've just got, say, 2 tablespoons of beef tallow. You can use butter, you can use ghee, any kind of natural animal fats work perfect. You probably could use coconut oil in there as well. Stay away from heating up olive oil because it'll oxidize, but tallow, perfect for this recipe. So my 2 onions, they go in. Give them a stir. These will probably take 3-4 minutes or so. You don't want to color them up. These ones, you just want to get them nice and soft. Cook them down a little bit. I'll turn the heat up just a wee bit in that, and then we can forget about that for a moment. Now, when it comes to tuna, unfortunately, I have to buy canned. You probably can find it in glass jar somewhere. We're going to try and do a balancing act here between cost effective and health as well. Now, I did mention in my previous video that all cans do have a line in them, a lining of plastic So unfortunately, there is going to be some kind of cause that there may be microplastics in here. Unfortunately, I'm trying my best to be as clean as possible, but this is the best we can do, whilst also trying to be cost effective in the way that the environment is at the moment, and I'm sure everyone's doing it tough. So we're just trying to keep things as cheap as we possibly can, whilst also keeping it as healthy as we can possibly make it. So today I'm making an exception and I'm using these. But one thing I did do, I bought this tuna in spring water. There is an olive oil blend, but if you read the back of the label of that, it's not just olive oil. It says blend for a reason. It was olive oil and canola oil. Canola oil is a seed oil. I prefer not to use that. So I stuck with the tuna in spring water. So we'll pull these open shortly. Meanwhile, while this has all been happening, I've already started up my oven. It is on 160 degrees Celsius fan force. Now, if you don't have a fan, bump it up to 180. So now what we're gonna do, we're gonna get the egg and cream mixture ready to go. 180 milliliters of thickened cream and 3 eggs. So we'll chuck these in now and get them ready. That only ever happens when it's on camera, by the way. Now the reason why I'm using eggs is because I'm trying to use, you can do a flour-based version of this, but I find this is going to be quite carb heavy as it is anyway. You've got the cream in there, plus 250 grams of dry pasta before it was cooked. That's also going to go into this recipe. I don't think it needs that stabilizing agent in there of the flour to thicken it. We'll find out shortly if it's going to work, but I deliberately chose to use eggs instead of making a flour mixture for that exact reason. I don't think it's necessary, but let's see. So now we're going to pour in 180 grams or 180 mils of cream. I'll put the conversion in the description of the video for those of you who don't measure out in metric system. Okay, that is 180 done. I'm going to add in a little cracked pepper and just a wee bit of salt also while I'm at it. And we'll season the final dish before we put it into the oven as well. But that's pretty much it. Just give this a light whisk, just so that's nicely combined like that. That should be fine. Just like that is all good. All right. This is going to help thicken up our mixture as well once we chuck everything in. So this will go in shortly, but what we're going to do, check on these onions, make sure they're still going good, and they're looking pretty good. I'm happy with those. There's a little bit of color there, but that's fine. That's soft enough. We'll chuck in the cans, the 3 cans. These cans are 185 grams. We'll turn that down a wee bit, and then don't want to break it up too small, but just break it up a little bit, just like this, nice and easy. Let that go for a moment. So I'll tell you one of the things I love best about this particular dish, not only is the fact it reminds me of being at home, mum and dad's house. Mum used to make the best tuna mornay. I used to love that, especially in winter, especially as a kid growing up. But the one thing I love about this recipe is it's so foolproof that if you don't know how to cook, and if you've never cooked before in your life, you should be able to master this fairly simply. It's pretty much a no-brainer. Once you get the prep done, you've got everything ready to go like I just have. This has actually been one of the fastest things I've made because I've already got the prep done beforehand. So it's just a matter of chuck it in, heat it up, and away we go. So, you know, you shouldn't have too many problems making up a dish like this. And, you know, it's going to last you, like I said, for ages. Chuck it in the freezer, you're good to go. There's no excuses. You don't have to go out after work and buy some horrible crap because you've got a nice home-cooked meal at home. Now, you can also tweak this recipe as well. If you want to try some different things in there, go nuts. Again, I always say that's the best part about cooking. The one thing that I love the most about being a chef in a commercial kitchen was being able to play and experiment with different flavors and different things. I come up with a whole heap of dishes that, you know, I'd never have thought of doing before because I had the confidence to play and enjoy. And that's what food's all about. You'll make a lot of crap, by the way, but you'll also make a lot of good food too because you learn from your mistakes and things improve over time. And that's what this is about. And that's what life is about. And that's what I love the most about cooking. Let's chuck these eggs in. So at this point, I just want to turn it down because the idea behind is I don't really want to cook the eggs per se, not to the point that they curdle and start cooking. So all I want to do is to chuck this mixture in and then I'm just going to cook it until it starts thickening up, but I don't want it too hot. Nice and low, nice and slow. There's no rush. All right, so that goes in. Just give this a nice little bit of a stir here. And you'll see over time, it will start to thicken up a little bit. So I'm gonna turn that off. I'm happy with this consistency already. That was literally 40 seconds, 1 minute max, done. And I've turned the heat off of that. Okay, so now we're gonna add in our pasta. This is organic wholemeal pasta that I've bought. All these ingredients are fairly cheap and clean. So let's chuck that in. I'm gonna give this a bit of a stir while we're at it. And we're pretty much towards the end now. I'm gonna chuck in to this, one of my personal favorite things to add, and that is some peas and corn. Just 1 cup. I'm not measuring this, but that there is about a cup. I'm happy with that. These just come frozen, easy. You don't need to think. Now we're gonna season this up a wee bit, and then I think we're good to go. All right, so I'm happy with this. This is good to go. This here is my enamel baking dish. I'm not gonna line that, it should be fine on its own. I'm gonna chuck that straight in. All right, let's chuck some grated cheese on it. So here, you'll see, I grate my own cheese. I don't buy pre-grated cheese. It's cheaper and easier to grate it yourself, and there's less rubbish in this cheese than there is when you buy grated cheese. So grate it yourself, much easier. It just takes 3 minutes more, unfortunately, but good layer of cheese over the top of this. All right, so I'm gonna chuck this in the oven now, 20, 25 minutes. And hopefully we're good to go. And then you've got a fully cooked home meal ready to go at home. Let's chuck it in. So when I used to be a commercial chef working in a proper kitchen, I used to love playing around with food, especially when I worked in the restaurants and, you know, we'd get a good budget and we could play around and try different things. You know, we had the money that we could spend on doing nice and different foods. But as a chef at home, I'm really not impressed by that kind of stuff, quite frankly. It's fun to play with. But you know, at home, I prefer clean, I prefer simple, and I prefer something that everybody can do. Tuna mornay it's as simple as it can get. It's foolproof. Anybody can do this themselves at home. Even if you don't know how to cook, I'd love for you to give this one a go. And leave in the comment section, how did yours turn out? Did it turn out well? Did you tweak it in any way? Did you add things, take things, you know? You could actually put mushrooms in there. I just hit my head then. Mushrooms would be great in that. Maybe a little hint of garlic as well would be nice. But that's just the stock standard right there. Go nuts and try and play for yourself. Again, that's the thing that I love about cooking is doing it your own way. And, you know, learning the stuff that I've learned today when it comes to clean foods. You know, before I didn't really understand all the rubbish that was in the food that we're eating. You read the back of the labels of so many things and it's just loaded up with so much bad stuff in there and so many ingredients for such a simple dish. I mean, this one here I haven't counted in my head, but what's there, like 8 ingredients, 6 or 8 ingredients in there versus the store-bought one, which I'm guessing, again, I haven't counted, but it's like 20 in there at least. So, you know what you're getting when you do it this way. And I feel much more prouder that I'm able to showcase this to everybody else and also that I'm able to eat like this and continue to lose weight on the journey that I've been on as well. So yeah, that's the thing, you know, about being a chef essentially, is that it is a lot of fun. But as a customer going to those kind of places doesn't really concern me at all. I'm more about price. I'm more about convenience at home, warm, home cooked, proper, authentic meals that way than going out to some fancy restaurant and spending $200 on a dish and then coming home hungry still. Here, you're not gonna be hungry. There's so much here, you're gonna love it. So we'll check back in. It's got about 20 minutes to go from now. So we'll check back in shortly and see how this comes out. Okay, that is out of the oven. And you know what? This has turned out so much better than even I expected. It has been so long since I've made a tuna mornay. Years, maybe 10 years, maybe 12 years since I've made one at home. And I've never made one this way before as well. So I'm really proud and really glad that this has worked out. As you can see here, there's at least enough for 4 man-sized serves for someone like me who loves a big meal, or you could conservatively cut that into 6 serves. There's no excuses. We can shove this in the fridge now, let it cool down, portion it up, and chuck it in the freezer. And then you're done. That's it for the rest of the week. You've got a meal for every day of the week, whether you have lunch, dinner, or both. You know, this here, and it's cost effective. And the way that the climate is in the world at the moment, it's kind of starting to get a little scary, to be honest. We don't know what's going to be happening in the future. So here, it's still good to know that you can make a cheap meal at home, but it's still full of nutrition and still good for you the way that this is here. I'm really proud of the way that this turned out. And hopefully it's showcased to a lot of you people out there as well. Maybe you don't know how to cook, maybe you don't have a lot of experience in cooking. It's so foolproof. Anyone can do this. You can absolutely do this. You can tweak it, you can change it, you can add in different things here and there. But you know, this is just the base of the recipe. And you know what? I just took a little taste before. I couldn't help myself off camera, and it tastes so good. Honestly, I'm really impressed with this. So hopefully this has inspired you to branch out yourself and maybe try cooking at home, either for the first time or maybe try something different. And it's always good to know that there are cheaper, healthier alternatives out there. You don't have to go get fast food. You don't have to rely on Uber Eats. You can absolutely make something yourself at home. So if you enjoyed this, I really appreciate it. I'd love a subscription to the channel and maybe give us a thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. It certainly gives me more motivation to want to do more content as well, because I really enjoy making this for the people who enjoy watching it. Now my channel is going to revolve around a lot of different subjects. It's not always going to be about food, but I'm always going to be revisiting and coming back to clean recipes because it's really close to my heart as an ex-chef. And you know, now that I've lost 40 kilos and I'm on my health journey, that I'm trying my best to eat as clean as I possibly can and hopefully showcase to you guys that it can be done and maybe inspire you to try and clean up your diet as well. Because life is to be lived, life is to be loved, and there's so much good in it, and food is a part of that journey. So look after yourself, enjoy your life, eat, have fun, enjoy your treat now and then. It's okay, don't beat yourself up, but try your best to eat clean during the week and you'll have a good life. This is really good. I love this. I can't wait to portion this up and eat it for later. So again, if you made it to the end of the video, I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. And I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.